Hello, students, and welcome back from your extended spring break. I hope everyone is doing well, staying healthy, staying safe, and is has had a chance to have some rest. I know that it has been kind of a crazy time, and probably many of you have had experienced we've all experienced a lot of change, and these are unprecedented times. So not easy, definitely challenging, but again, I hope you're doing well and ready to get back to class and to finish the semester. So I want to start by just giving you an overview of what you can expect to see when you log on to Canvas. We are going to finish the semester remotely or online, the entire semester. And so what I have tried to do in designing the class is to keep it simple, user-friendly, flexible, but also consistent and structured, something that you can depend on from week to week. So some of the elements in these online modules that I have designed are going to look very familiar, very similar to class, to what you've come to expect every Tuesday and Thursday. And then there's going to be some new stuff, but I think most of it is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and it's a lot of what you were already using, quite frankly, in class. So let's go ahead and jump in, and let me give you just an overview of what to expect. So I'm putting everything online in modules, okay? And I'm in modules right now. Each module represents a unit, and each unit represents an essay. So our first module is actually, right, Unit 2, Essay 2, your bounce back story, okay? This is the module that I'm in right now, and the module that you will start the week with. Now, each module represents, again, a unit or several weeks of work on a single essay. This is the week of March 30th through April 3rd, and we are working on pre-writing. Each module is going to have a set of instructions. So I'm going to click on the instructions, okay? And here we are again, back at the instruction page. And this is where you want to start every week. Every week you want to go to modules. You want to go directly to the current module, and you want to go to the instructions for the week. And this is what you want to do at the beginning of the week. Okay, and I've tried to keep this really simple and user-friendly. I've broken the information down into chunks of text. I've highlighted what is most important, right? The important information, but you need to read all of it. And I've put it in steps: first, next, then, and finally. I've also attached documents for ease of reference, for example, the assignment sheet on Essay 2 and the graphic organizer that I gave you on Essay 2. Just, you have these in files, you have hard copies, but I thought it would be easier on you to just put them on the instruction page. That way you can click on them. And then at the bottom of instructions, I'm calling this the objective grid or matrix. And really, this matrix is the week at a glance, right? So our focus for the week: pre-writing and brainstorming for Essay 2. This is where we left a couple weeks ago. The guiding question: how do I start writing my bounce back story? How do I start my brainstorming? What are the skills we'll be practicing this week? Well, we're going to be focused on brainstorming activities, listing, webbing, clustering, the graphic organizer I gave you and asked you to complete, free writing, and we're also going to transition to some pre-writing and outlining to organize your ideas. And then finally, our objective for the whole week, the outcome we're looking for, is a detailed outline for organizing your bounce back story or your second essay, right? So that's the instructions for this week at a glance. Now let's go ahead and go back to the top and break this down, look at it in some detail. Again, welcome back from your extended spring break. We are picking up where we left off before break, pre-writing and brainstorming Essay 2, your bounce back story. What you want to do is always read all of the instructions before starting the module. These instructions do take a little bit of time, usually about 5 to 10 minutes, but they're very important, okay? So this week, we're going to focus on completing the brainstorming and pre-writing you started for Essay 2 before the spring break. Remember the graphic organizers I distributed in class? It's attached to this page below. If you don't recall it, you can also find it in files. And if you need to, just click on it and refresh your memory. I asked you to start filling in the 3 columns on the organizer. Remember that the graphic organizer has 3 columns that are divided by the beginning of your story, the middle of your bounce back story, and then column 3, the 3rd column on the far right, is what you've learned from your bounce back story. And so the only sort of work, we'll call it, over spring break that you had was to finish filling in this graphic organizer. This is brainstorming, generating ideas, okay? Now, if you didn't do this, and hopefully you did, you really should have, but if you didn't, this is what you need to do right away at the beginning of the week. And again, just your homework before heading out to spring break was to fill up this organizer with ideas and details about your bounce back story. This is where we pick up on Tuesday, March 31st. Now this module opens up on Monday the 30th, but that doesn't mean you have to start anything necessarily on Monday. It's just, I know people have different schedules, and so I'm keeping things structured but flexible, okay? So if you know that you are swamped on Tuesday, but Monday is free or open for you, then go ahead, even though our classes met on Tuesday and Thursday, go ahead, open up the module on Mondays and start doing the work, okay? The modules are asynchronous, so you don't have to go in and do the work on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 11:50, all right? You can do it when it works for you around your schedule. All right, so first we will do a bit of review and refresh our understanding of the assignment for Essay 2 and the brainstorming and pre-writing activities, including how to write an outline. So the first part of this week is review. Next, you will post and share with classmates some of your brainstorming from your graphic organizer on a discussion board. This will also give me an opportunity to see how your ideas are developing for Essay 2. Then you will review instructions and examples on how to compose your own outline for Essay 2. Outlines are a good way to organize all of the great ideas you generated in brainstorming. Outlining also helps us move from pre-writing to drafting, which you'll be doing next week. Finally, you will submit an outline at the end of the week. This is our ultimate goal and objective. Along the way, there will be smaller, informal assignments, just like before the break. We'll have warm-up activities, discussion boards, a lab, lessons, and of course, another journal, journal number 3. All right, so links to tutorials, discussion boards, lab, assignments, everything are in modules, right? And modules you can find on the left-hand side right here. But your links are also accessible from course summary, okay? So from the home page, right? If you go to the home page, and this is our new home page, just information, okay? And you guys will recognize the course summary. And if you scroll down to March 30th, actually, I'm sorry, the 31st, you'll see the links and with their due dates, okay? And it goes farther out than April 3rd, but all you need to really be focused on is the 31st through the 3rd of April. And I'm sorry, also Sunday, April 5th. Okay, that's what you need to be focused on for this week. So let's go back to modules. And again, here's your module, right? Instructions, readings, you've already read How We Succeed by Failing in the Washington Post, but you'll see readings each week posted, videos, tools, and resources. I don't have any here right now, but I might put a few up next week or this week throughout the week, so just be looking for that. Here are your warm-up activities: quick write, a news bite reflection. Here's a lab, which is actually a discussion board. Okay, and then an assignment, journal entry number 3. And you will also have an outline, which I still need to put up. You will see that here in assignments, because you do have an outline due on Sunday, April 5th. Okay, but this is the module, right? Oh, there it is. All right, I'm just going to move this. Okay, and there it is. There's our outlined draft for Essay 2. It was a little farther down there in the wrong spot, so I just moved it up there. So here we go. Again, for the week of March 30th through April 3rd. Instructions, readings, videos, tools and resources, warm-ups or warm-up activities, which we had at the beginning of every class, lab, right, discussion boards, and assignments. So you're going to see this structure every week. I'm going to go back to instructions. We have a few more minutes, and I want to click on the essay assignment sheet. Okay. And I just want to review. So this is, hopefully you're seeing my screen right here, and it says Essay 2 Bouncing Back. Remember that for our second essay, we're writing our own bounce back story, okay? So follow along with me. Think about a time when you wanted to accomplish something. Think of a time when you set a goal. In life, there have been times when you were successful and times when you weren't successful. Everyone fails at one time or another. Here's your prompt. Describe an experience when you were unsuccessful in achieving a goal. What was your goal and why were you not successful? How did you feel? What lessons did you learn? Did you recover from being unsuccessful? If so, how did you recover? How did you bounce back from disappointment? And this is really the end of your essay, right? Here are the requirements. Your essay must include a clear thesis statement, 3 topic sentences for 3 body paragraphs. Okay, you do need 3 body paragraphs that include appropriate details or examples to support those topic sentences. You need transitions between your paragraphs and in your paragraphs to basically help everything flow smoothly. And then you need a variety of sentences. You don't want just simple sentences, but you want compound, complex, and simple sentences. So you want long ones, short ones, simple, compound, complex, a good variety of sentences. And these are all the requirements. This is the essay description. Here's some pre-writing that you did before spring break, okay? And here is just another, this is not an assignment, but this right here is just something you can do on your own, really in brainstorming, right, in pre-writing, working on a draft of a thesis statement, right? And then what a topic sentence for your first paragraph and your second one and your third one, and then maybe something for your concluding paragraph. But really, before you do all of this, you want to make sure that you complete that graphic organizer, okay, that I gave you. So let me go back to that. And we've got about 30 seconds left, so let me show you very quickly. Remember the graphic organizer. This is very important. You want to fill this up with as many details as possible. The beginning of your bounce back story, the setting, the people involved, what was the problem or the goal? What were you trying to accomplish? The middle of your bounce back story, what was the event or events? What were the transitions or the setbacks, the hurdles? What was the failure? And then finally, the ending of your bounce back story. How did you bounce back? What were the lessons you learned? What is your next goal? Okay, so you need to have this complete. And if you haven't finished it, make sure you do at the beginning of the week.